Three, two, one. Welcome to Third Eye Visions, where we motivate the blind, stimulate your mind, and welcome all kind. Before I can Before I continue, I want you all to make sure to hit that like button. Put my mic down a little bit. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to tell a friend because I'm gonna come out with bangers, like them young people say. I'm gonna be coming out with the bangers. I want to let you know exactly what's going on in people's lives. I might have a show about this one day and that the next day, but today I have a very exciting, interesting guest that's gonna help out a lot of individuals. So, with that being said, make sure to get the little kids out the room because it's gonna get nasty. I'm gonna give y'all 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. They should be in the room because we're gonna talking about confessions of a real live same sex couple. Let me get it again. Confessions of a real live same sex couple. And what I mean by that, we're gonna be talking about a same-sex relationship between a young lady by the name of Christy and Megan, and they're gonna be talking about a lot of things that's gonna help individuals who may be in a relationship and kind of scared to really come out to their family and let people know that they are in love with same sex. And this is not this is not for ratings or anything like that. This is the reason why I have put this together so that I can help others, regardless of what their lifestyle is. That's their business. I'm not here to judge, and I hope you don't judge them as well. And if you do, it's your business because they're gonna keep on keeping on. Right, ladies.
Right.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
that.
So, with that being said, I'm going to allow them the chance to introduce themselves and tell the audience a little bit about yourselves. Okay, go ahead.
I'm Christy. Not a stranger to Third Eye Visions. I grew up in the Baton Rouge, Louisiana area. Exactly. A lot of people don't know where that's at, but that's where I'm from. Um, I guess back history on my rearing. I grew up definitely in the church. My family was very faith based.
Mhm.
So in regards to, I guess, discovering, that I liked men and women, it was difficult to open up to family.
Okay.
Being that I was raised faith based, raised in the church, and a lot of religious people don't support it. And I actually grew up in the Kojic church, so that's even worse,
Okay.
to a certain degree. Um, I mean, even having children out of wedlock was very much looked down upon, and
Okay.
they almost disown their family. So I'm me, and I'm living, and I'm learning, to really just embrace who I am, and I love who I love. And I always say, when people just like, oh well, you gonna have a wife, you're supposed to have a husband. I always tell people it's a 50-50 chance. You
Okay.
know, I like both, and outside of just being around family and work life and things like that, I just try to balance out, um, really embracing the fullness of who I am as Christy.
Okay. Hold that thought because you sure gave us a lot to deal with. And I'm gonna come back with some questions because you had touched on some very important things. Next, we're gonna have you, young lady. What's your name? And tell everybody a little bit about who you are.
Hey everyone, my name is Megan, and just like Christy, I grew up in a Baptist church, and it's me being bisexual. It's a lot of thoughts run through my mind about, oh my gosh, what if I see somebody from when I was little and they say, what if they holler at me, oh, you're going to go to hell or something like that, or message me. Well, I guess messaging is really the least of anyone's worries because they're not physically there in person. So I have heard of stories about people, getting violent with gay people or lesbians, bisexual, and I don't like that at all.
Okay. All right, y'all have brought up some good points because I have written some questions and I might tear it up along the way because I probably might freestyle because I didn't expect you all to come out as deep as y'all did. But with that being said, let me ask y'all a few questions before I tear this paper up. How long have y'all been knowing each other?
Oh, since we were,
Early teens, I would say.
yeah. Well, I seen her at LSVI when she was about 12 years old,
Mhm.
I believe. And
Yeah, they say I was
she
a
was
terrible too.
wild. She was like cussing. I was like, I don't like this girl at first, but then, she calmed down a little bit, and we all calmed down,
Okay.
and I started liking her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Christy, go ahead. You have anyone to add?
Like she said, I was, just kind of wilding and just the school for the visually impaired allowed me to just be more free whenever I was away from home because
Mm.
I was, I was raised to be, I was sheltered, and if it wasn't family, you wasn't going to sleep at no friends' houses, and so that's kind of where she get that she was cutting up from because that was the truth, but that was because I was just being a typical kid. Um,
Okay.
but that's
Okay.
where we met. I think it was summer camp actually.
Yes, it was.
Summer
And
camp.
she used to have her little clique, and I used to be scared to go all around her and her sister and her friends because they was like older than me for one, and then two, they really had their own vibe.
We
And
were like a gang.
They were crazy, so
Okay.
they were fun to be around. But that's when we first met. I'm sorry.
Excuse my dog.
Okay. I'm gonna edit it.
Okay.
So, if y'all can keep y'all, I know y'all in love with each other and y'all like, y'all feeling each other, but for the sake of the interview, can y'all keep it the short answers kind of short into the,
We got you brief.
Okay, so
Brief.
basically, y'all mentioned LSVI. Let the people know what that means, because I didn't really want to touch on that particular portion because it has no significance. But since y'all mentioned it, I want the audience to know LSVI. What does that mean? What is is that let them know exactly what it means briefly. Megan, go ahead.
It's the Louisiana School for the Visually Impaired in Baton
Okay.
Rouge.
Okay, so you all are you all a visually impaired couple, right?
Of course,
Yes.
of course. They also did summer camps, so people that wasn't attending the school, they would come over, during the summer camps, and that's how we would meet people statewide that didn't attend the school.
Okay, so with that being said, I know this is not you all's first experience at a same-sex relationship, right?
No, we were each other's first,
Yeah.
and then we parted ways and took different journeys, but
Actually,
we wound up back together.
I never dated another woman. Now, that's not to say that I didn't have feelings for another one.
Uh-huh.
And so that's how I knew that I'm bisexual. And one day Christy was like, "Girl, you are bi."
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And it was hard to admit it.
Okay, so with that being said, how did she come across to say that you were bisexual, Megan?
Because I had just gotten out of a relationship, and this is when we started talking again, and we were telling each other how we feel, and then we were talking about past stuff, who I had feelings for in the past, like for another woman, and that's how she told me. I said, I thought it went away just because I was dating a dude.
Okay. And Christy, how were you so experienced in order to deliver the idea to Megan that she was bisexual? What was it that made you advocate toward her that that's what she was?
Like she said, she had just ended a relationship with a guy, and we started talking. We were getting back to know each other. We hadn't talked in years. I mean, I guess you would call it dated or what have you, when we were 15, 16.
Yeah.
So she was like 17, 18. And, after that breakup, it was such, on rocks pretty much. It ended in a poor way. So when I got back in touch with her and we started talking, she started talking. We were reminiscing, and she was talking about all these ladies that she thought were beautiful, and I was like, girl, and she was like kind of still saying they were still beautiful and stuff. I said, girl, you like both. And she was
Oh,
like,
okay.
well, I thought it was just
A phase.
yeah, a phase, but
Okay.
definitely not.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned the fact that you thought it was a fade. What made you think that it wasn't Megan? What made you think that it wasn't a fade? What made you think that this was something serious that you were getting into?
Um,
Speak a little louder.
your question was, what did I?
What made you think that this was not a fade? This is something serious that you really felt about females.
Because I kept liking other women.
And what was it and I'm gonna ask both of y'all, and I'm gonna ask you next, Christy. But since we're on with Megan, what was it in a man that you could not find that you found in a woman that gave you that strong desire to actually be with them?
Because women, we understand each other and we're emotional people, so we can connect on that level.
So with that being said, how early were? Oh, I'm sorry, Christy. Go ahead, answer that question.
I feel like to me, nothing. There's nothing that a man likes that a woman has, and vice versa. I just feel like I have a mutual attraction to both. I think men are very handsome. I think women are very
They
beautiful.
are.
As she said, emotional connection is definitely stronger with women. Ladies are more in tune with their emotions. They are more, open to say, okay, I'm feeling this way. Whereas men are taught, don't wear your feelings on your sleeve. Don't give anybody any play, so to speak. If you're feeling some type of way in your feelings, it's not of a man's nature to just go vent about his problems to his lady or even to his friends and stuff. If guys get together and they talk about their problems, it's more so, kind of just brushing it off, and it's not being addressed in a serious manner. Whereas with women, we're more likely, and some women are very closed off and not going to speak their feelings,
Right.
but women are more likely to sit down and say, hey, let's talk about this. Where men are just like, we're going to brush this off into either I feel like talking about it, or I'm never going to talk about it because I'm a man and I'm going to just do what I got to do and push through.
Okay. All right. Well, for those individuals who are just joining us, we are speaking with Christy and Megan, and we're talking about confessions of a same-sex couple, and they're going to give you the tea. We're going to get all into your business. So, with that being said, at what time, Christy, did you briefly now? What time did you? At what point in your life did you feel that you were attracted to both?
You said at what time, as in what age, or
what age? What
what
did you
age?
feel?
I was 15.
Okay, and you, Megan.
15.
Okay, so what do you all say to individuals who say, "Well, oh, y'all just going through a phase. Y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all just find out because bisexuality is the new thing." Well, Megan, what would you say to individuals? And I'll get to you, Christy, next. What would you say to people?
I would tell them that they wouldn't really know until you're in those shoes, in my shoes, and in other people's shoes who are experienced, who are bisexual.
And what about you, Christy?
I would say it's a 50-50 thing. You either going through the phase or you're not, but you only know by experience, and everybody's different. Some people pull out of it, and I always tell people, when you're bi, it's a choice who you want to be with. Whether you take it serious to pursue a lady in regards to marriage or a man, is your choice. It doesn't mean that you're not necessarily attracted to both anymore. You have a choice of who you're going to pursue for the long term. And you come to a point in your journey where you have to at some point make that decision if you do want marriage.
Right.
Okay. So before we pursue further with the long term situation, is this something that's something that you are pursuing for the long term, or is it just
It's
y'all
potential.
try out, make it?
Potential. Yeah.
Say it again.
Potential. We've been thinking about it.
Okay. So what and I'll ask you, Christy, and keep it brief, and then I'll ask you, Megan. What is it that you like about Megan, Christy?
That's so hard because it's so much. But I would say that I like her ambition and her drive. She's one of the very few people that I've connected with on a deep level that aspire to be something in life, and that's a big deal for me. Um, I grew up as a quote unquote hustler and just having that entrepreneur vein, running through me, but it's really been hard to connect with somebody that wanted more outside of social security income, and
Okay.
just being somebody in this world and doing things and traveling. So having that
Okay.
connection really sparked a serious attraction for me.
Okay. And what about you, Megan? What is it in Christy that you see?
Well, I like her drive as well, and oh my gosh, I could say so much. Like, I love that yeah, that too, and she enjoys music. We both do, and oh my gosh, I love to hear her play the saxophone, and just I love having a good time with her. I really do. She's an awesome person.
Okay. So what I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. What would y'all say to individuals? And please be brief. If y'all, what do y'all say to individuals who say that the qualities that y'all had just given us are qualities that you can actually find within a man as well? Christy.
I say I agree. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not about to box with you, and everybody's opinion is their opinion, so I'm not gonna argue that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I agree.
Megan.
I wouldn't really know what to say. I mean, I would just let them be, let them have their, I don't know if you call it opinion, but I mean, yeah, you could find that in a man too. So yeah.
So about that same token, those qualities that y'all, and I don't want to just harp on just that, but I have to actually stay here until until I get the answer that I'm kind of looking for. So basically,
You trying to pick a bone?
So basically, with that being said, those I forgot my train of thought, but the qualities that y'all are looking for can basically be found in either man or a woman.
Thank you.
So what would y'all say that, again, back to what I was saying, what do y'all say to individuals that said that y'all just trying things out? Who what I'm saying, as far as you all considering yourself bisexual, what do y'all say to people that say, oh they just trying it out? Because those qualities that y'all have, that can be met within either sex. What do y'all say to that?
I would say that no, because we are connected on
Okay, cool.
like a strong level.
Okay, and Christy?
And I would say you can always put your mouth on something that you're not, involved in. It's easy to say something that you that you don't know anything about. And yeah, it's true. We can find them same qualities in a man, but we want each other, and that's what that is. And for anybody that feels like
strong love.
Oh, well, y'all just going through a phase, or y'all young. Y'all be young, live your life, but one day you gonna want a man and you gonna want a husband. Like I say, if that's the case, if that's the path we choose, then that's what we choose.
Right.
But it's not because we don't know what we want. It's not because we're young. We're old enough and mature enough to know what we want.
Because I tell you what, I'm not confused, honey.
All right.
I'm not confused.
I figured that would be your next question.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Well,
and we're at an age and a level of maturity where we know what we want and who we want. And if we choose to be with a man one day, then that's our choice. And I've already dedicated to myself and to her that whatever we choose to do, whether this takes us to marriage or what have you, or we go different ways, or we both decide to get a man, or one of us gets a girl, or one of us gets a man, whatever, we're still gonna be rocking. We gonna roll till the wheels fall off, whatever happens.
Yeah.
But right now, to the audience, y'all, your choice is same sex, right?
For real. For sure.
Okay. So again, those who are just joining us, I am speaking with
second.
Christy and Megan. Okay. Let me know when y'all.
Okay, what happened?
So right now, I'm just letting everybody know. I'm trying to. I'm
Hold on. Get out. Close the door. Hurry.
I should have grabbed up.
Okay, you want to get back in focus so I can count you down again? This is what I hate. I'm gonna kill y'all. Come on. Get them back focused, money.
She had to grab her water. Okay, we cool.
Are they? Twin.
Hold on. Okay, never mind.
Yep. You good?
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
Wait. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Again, we are speaking with Christy and Megan, confessions of a same-sex couple. Now we're going to move farther into the conversation and talk about your parents, your family. How did they? What kind of reception did you all have, Megan first, in terms of when they found out if you all were dating the same sex, and if they haven't, explain to the audience why you haven't told them. Go ahead, Megan.
My family or my mom found out in a way that I really didn't want her to, because I was gonna come out to her. I had a plan and everything, but she heard me on the phone one day in the bathroom, and I had my phone on speaker, and I was like, "Babe," and she heard it. So that's how she found out. And then my other people started finding out, my other family members.
And you were talking to Christy at the time?
Yes.
And once they found out, what happened? How did they confront you? What was the situation?
They didn't. They confronted me through my twin sister, or they asked questions.
So were you ever confronted personally about your?
Nope.
So till this day, how do you? What's the status in terms of them knowing?
I don't think they're happy about it, but I mean, it's just who I am.
Okay, Christy, how did your family find out?
Well, when I was 16, a false accusation went around. So that kind of sparked it. In regards to something along the lines of inappropriate text messages, I'll put it that way. Then it kind of went away after that, because they were like, "Oh, it's probably just a stage," and I never said anything different for the sake of confusion and drama. And so maybe about 3 months ago, it kind of got brought up again, because they were suspecting that there was a spark between Megan and I, which they went wrong, but I didn't pursue just making sure they knew about it, but I didn't deny it either. They're like, "Oh, what's going on with y'all?" And I say, we cool." And then it went from that to me suspecting that my mom dug in my phone, and then she found out. So that was what that was.
Speak up a little louder. Say that again.
I think goodness, I think my mom dug in my phone, so then she found out. So then she was like, "Oh, so I just want you to tell me." And I was like, "Tell you what?" And she was like, "I just want you to be honest. I'm not gonna judge you." But I know they feel some type of way, and they're like, "Oh, that's not God's will, and you're going to hell."
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
Okay.
my mom, another thing my mom told me, we were talking about it one day recently, and she was like, "Oh, no, wait a minute. I told her something about me being bi, but she didn't know about it. I've been like that for a long time." And she said, "Oh, I've been knowing about it." And I was just like, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna play the devil's advocate again, because I gotta be hard on y'all, because I'm thinking of how and the audience may ask, and they're gonna be in comments. What is it that because you all seem to me y'all don't sound certain about who y'all are. Christy, for one, in terms and listen to what I'm saying, in terms of this and that and there. If this is who you are, what was the uncertainty about you actually coming out and saying, "Look, Mom, this is who I am," because it makes me feel, and it make the audience feel that, hey, you are afraid to be who you are. Can you answer that briefly, Christy, and tell the audience why is it that within the tone of your voice it's detected that you're not, you're kind of like a bit shy? Go ahead.
I wouldn't say it's a matter of shy. I just say it's a matter of I don't like people in my business. When I'm ready to disclose things to people, then I do. And when I don't want to know my business, then that's just what that is.
Okay.
As far I'm still young. I'm 22. I know what I want, and I know who I want. And like I said, it's not a matter of figuring things out or being young. It's just the fact that I'm in my youth, and I feel like I want to continue to fully embrace who I am and what I got going on before I just go spreading out all the details to everybody.
Okay.
And my business is personal to me. And that's in every area of my life. So I don't feel like I'm obligated to go around telling the whole world about what I got going on.
Okay. Now, Megan.
I'm, it is nerve-wracking coming out. So it's, like I said, I'm nervous about it. And I know people are going to be asking more questions and probably wanting to know our business and stuff like that. But I'm not really sure what else to say about that. But
Okay, I won't drill you more on that. I won't drill you more on how you feel. Except this will be the last question. I'll move on from that. So by you saying what you're saying and what have you, because this is gonna help other individuals who are a little tentative and a little apprehensive. But I have to ask you, by you feeling this way, why aren't you certain? Why aren't you sure? I mean, I get what Christy's saying, and I understand that. But why aren't you sure that this is who you are? This is who I want. This is who I want to be. I'm still, even though I'm discovering myself, this is who I am, and regardless of what people think, I'm still gonna accept who I am. Why aren't you a little bit more certain? Because
I don't think it's a lack of certainty. I think it's a lack of
Megan.
Oh,
okay. Go ahead.
That's okay.
I know who I am, but it's just the judgment that comes upon being bisexual. Like I said, I grew up in the church and, grew up around a lot of those people. And yeah, but yet they can sit here and drink them a beer, a Bud Light, or, I mean, I'm not hating on people who drink beer, but you drink beer and then go to church and come back home and do it again and, pop pills, whatever. And then you're going to sit here and judge me for it. And there are drug addicts in this world. Like, come on.
Okay. Christy? Yes.
Kind of touch on what she was saying. It's not necessarily uncertainty for me. It's just a lack of confidence of like really not giving a what about what people have to say. It's not necessarily me doubting who I am or having any uncertainty. I'm not unsettled. It's just I don't feel like the BS with this, that, and the third, and this is wrong and all this, and it's hearing about the, like she said, religious stuff. Because at the end of the day, everybody has things that they go through and deal with, and I'm at this point where I'm at peace about being attracted to both. I don't think I'm going to hell for it. I don't think, and that's what matters when you're at peace with what you're doing and how you're living, and that's what matters. And people can say what they want, but I know who my God is, and I have a personal relationship. So I think just growing up in the church and doing things the way that the church just has everything set up, it has become a practice for a lot of people, and that's another reason why I want to do this show, because I'm fed up. Like I really feel like I need I feel like I need a detox from church folks, because church is not what it's supposed to be anymore. Churches used to give out to their communities and just do different things, and now everybody just want to go to church all the time and then turn around and jump in their car and go gossip about everything they seen wrong at church, or gossip about all the church members that didn't come and what they got going on. And people can bully people about having babies at a young age, or babies out of wedlock and things like that. But yet they harp on homosexuality and bisexuality or whatever, all the different millions of sexualities that's out there. But yet they can, like she said, go defile their body, drinking, drugs. I mean, God, there's rapists and murderers, and you care about us more than that.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's a good point, and I don't want to go too much deep into it, because that is a day for another discussion, and it makes sense what you're saying. But are you at peace, Megan, with whom you are? Are you at peace? Okay.
And so, I'm slowly getting there. Like I know who I am, but I'm slowly getting at peace with myself.
And lastly, before I move on, what would you say to the audience who say that why is it taking? if you sure that this is whom you like, and we're speaking with people who like same sex, why is it taking you such? And I know there are different strokes for different folks, but why is it taking you a longer time to get where you're? Because they're gonna think that then she's not sure what she wants to be, and I'm just being real with you. Why is it that it's taking you a while? Why do you feel a bit apprehensive? Because that's what it feels like. I'm not trying to badger you.
No, I know.
Okay.
It's almost like it's a healing process from what you've been taught, honestly.
Meaning, go more detail.
Huh?
Go more into detail. What do you mean?
You go from what you've been taught, and then when I'm trying to think of exactly like I know what I'm gonna say.
It's like you gotta detox from all the stuff that you've been taught and all the religious, repetitive, do this, don't do this, and you gotta live this way and you can't do this. And then when you grow up in like a Pentecostal Kojic church, if you don't wear skirts and dresses, you got a problem and all this. It's just the what's the word I want to say? Like,
but I do understand that. Hold on, I do understand that, Christy. But
I think that's what she's saying.
I know that. But according to the audience, and I'm playing because I know you, I'm playing the devil's advocate. I have to let her continue her thought because I know you've already said what you felt and what you felt.
But I'm saying that's hold
on, wait. But people are going to think that you're trying to, and I'm being real. People are going to think by the fact that you are interjecting and as she trying to,
go ahead.
As she trying to get her thought across, you're speaking. So therefore, if it appears that you're the more dominant in the relationship, which is going to be a question that I'm asking. So go ahead, finish your thought. Go ahead, Megan, finish what you were saying.
You have to battle with negative thoughts as well. And try to get those out of your head. That's one thing. What will people say about it? But I mean, I'm healing from, or trying to keep all those thoughts away. Because I mean, at the end of the day, you are who you are, and people can say what they want to.
Okay, that's true. So, in closing, as far as being attracted to same sex, is this something that this is you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You can say that with great certainty.
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. So
and put a smile on my face.
Okay, we're gonna move from that. So with that being said, as far as you said the family has they kind of like treated y'all as an outcast because of this. Christy?
Pretty much.
Just
don't agree.
And your family don't agree either, Megan?
No, they don't.
So what do y'all, as we come to closing, because this is very interesting, what do you all say to individuals who may be going through situations that you all are in a bit apprehensive about coming out and sharing what their true feelings are and whatnot? Megan, I'll start with you first. What would you all say to individuals who are going through things? Because sometimes you can really go have this bottle inside and may not ever want to disclose this. What do you say to individuals in that instance? Megan.
You say what would I say to those individuals?
Yeah.
Right now I would honestly tell them to keep going and have a little support group. Even if it's just one friend. Talk to them, because sometimes I'll talk to my friend about it, and that helps to talk to someone.
Christy?
I would say just find that peace within and then take time to really embrace the full essence of who you are.
Right.
But you don't feel obligated to tell nobody if you're not ready. Because like I was saying earlier, I don't have any doubt. I don't have any uncertainty. I'm not unstable on who I want or what I want or who I'm attracted to and who I'm not or what have you. It's just I'm completing my piece before I say anything, because I know that people are, when you're trying to fly high, you're gonna experience turbulence. And I don't want nothing or nobody to disturb my peace once I get completely where I'm trying to go.
Okay,
So
that's
don't rush.
that's great.
Tell
That's
it when
great.
you're ready. Open
That's
up when you're ready. If you're not, then fine.
That's what
And like
I'm.
she said, find support. Find
okay.
you a couple that's doing their thing, loving on each other.
Yeah.
Like for real, that's what I've been doing, and I'm so glad I connected with who I connected with, because I'm
Okay.
able to just vibe with them and see how they're doing, and they're thriving for real. They got things going on every level, romantically and living on their own and
hmm
just
Cooking.
living.
And I
Okay.
love to cook. So if you can interview a blind chef, or if you can find one and please interview one.
Okay.
So I want to know more.
Well, I sure will. I want to thank you all for coming, and I'm telling you, I know that this probably takes a lot, and I'm not gonna lie to you, Megan. Megan, you're a little shy, but you're gonna get there. But this old girl right here, she's more dominant, and you can tell or whatnot. But with y'all support together, I think y'all, it's gonna work out the way that y'all wanted to work out.
I tell her that it's sexy that she's more dominant.
And you can tell in the relationship. So with that being said,
It's just natural. I don't try nothing. I don't be pushing it.
so
But don't get it twisted. Now she
I can be dominant.
she's more outspoken when she wants to be. She's just on camera, so
okay. Well, thank y'all for coming on Third Eye Visions and sharing y'all most intimate times and moments and whatnot. And I'm hoping that this can help out other individuals who may be going through similar situations and what have you. So, with that being said, what's to be expected for you all? Should I be hearing dun 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 dun?
No plans of that. No plans of that right now. We trying to take it slow and trying to get business rolling.
Okay. And
And she about to go to school, so once we get our money right.
You took what I was gonna say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
go
Please,
ahead.
I don't even try. I promise I don't.
Okay,
I'm
well
not
go
gonna
ahead. Go ahead.
Somebody's gonna say, "You better not be swearing."
Well, that's okay, because the other day I was like, "Hey, Christy, tell them what you do," and we were at garage sale.
Not only that, she be telling everybody that none connected to family and stuff. Oh, we're together. So yeah.
Okay, well, and be proud of who you are. That's what I say. Ain't no sense in hiding it. So
Ain't
with
no
that
sense
being
in hiding
said,
it, but like I say, you gotta find that peace and get to where you need to be personally for your own mental, emotional, everything, your health.
And I think this might help. Coming out on the internet.
Yeah, for sure.
okay. And hopefully this has given y'all a sense of even more so confidence, because this is probably the first time y'all ever talked about this at Noiseum to let everybody know exactly how y'all feel instead of like keeping it. So I appreciate y'all sharing it on my show at first and what have you. So if there's anything that I can do for you all, please by all means let me know and what have you. So I'm going to end this. Thanks for subscribing to Third Eye Visions and watching everything. You're going to get a lot of interesting stories. Y'all hold tight. Thank y'all. Hold on.